My name is Micah Schmidt, and this is the Avalon Village, which the four of us built together. I kind of planned it and drew out a map for everyone to base their sections off of, and then we divided it into four sections, and I did this town hall and this section over here with the bakery and the watchtower and the rockworks over here, and then helped set up the market when we all got here together.
Okay, so we focus on the buildings you did here, like this town hall. Talk about kind of the roof and structure technique of that building.
Okay, so I was looking at pictures of Norwegian buildings for inspiration, and got all of these gables here, and then I just put some stained glass windows here on the front to give it some depth and to kind of tie in Cole's church to the rest of the building, and then put a flag up here to make it and it's the biggest building to make it clearly the head of the town. And then down on the porch here we've got the master of the town with a scribe and some other officials. So yeah.
Yeah, very impressive. So we'll keep moving with the rest of the builders here and see what else they have. So if you want to introduce yourself and talk about your portion.
Hi, I'm Timothy, and I built the front four base plates in this collaboration, which was mostly the river and the mill building over there. And so for the river, we use kind of an interesting technique, which includes two layers of plates. Underneath is medium blue, and then on top is trans clear. Kind of makes it look like white water. And then lots of rock work in this section along the river, and lots of texture in the dark tan. Yeah, let's see.
Is that kind of landscaping work difficult for you? Do you find you enjoy doing that type of work with the rock work and stuff like that?
Yeah, I really do enjoy doing landscape. Rock work is pretty difficult, but rewarding once it's finished. It's really fun. And then the dark tan sort of texturing, that's really fun as well. Yeah.
Yeah, very impressive. So I think that whole part came together really nice. So we'll keep moving down the line here. And next builder, if you introduce yourself and talk about your portion.
My name is Cole, and I worked on this far right corner over here. I did some of the foliage back here and the dark green. Jake helped a ton with adding trees and details. I also made this church and the guard tower. And then here you can see a ton of little Easter eggs. There's a little party happening back here with a campfire. There's a creepy graveyard, and you have the priest coming out of the church and walking towards the market, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so talk about the roof on the church building there and some of the pieces you used to get that technique.
Okay, pretty much I just threw on the tiles I had because I had to spread them out with all that we had to build. And then when Micah showed up with his town hall and his olive leaves, I decided, hey, that looks great, and so I'll put some on mine.
Okay. Yeah, that works well. And then, the grass work and everything back here is very nice, the way you're able to get that with the trees and stuff, so I think that turned out great.
Yeah, that's Jake.
The last of the four here.
My name is Jake, and I built these middle three base plates with the market, the inn, and this house back here. And I did all the trees and the grass around there. And I did some of the market stalls, but that was everybody else. It was kind of tricky because I had to make sure my border fit with everybody else's over here. And I also built the blacksmith shop over there, which is kind of in the corner. And we did a lot of cobblestone roads through here, which is kind of tricky to get them all to fit. But we did a lot of work Thursday and Friday to get it done for the public. And I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, you guys were able to kind of connect up your sections in a way that the roads kind of all looked like they belonged where they were.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that took a lot of work.
And talk a little bit more about the market there. How did you guys decided to lay that out and what to put in there?
We just kind of both showed our ideas of what we wanted to put in there. I built the one with the weapons and the books and the food over there. It was mostly Micah and I who did the market stalls, and we just kind of have some random buckets and crates spread all around here with food and weapons and stuff in those.
Mm-hmm. And then this building here, you did this one as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you went kind of a different roof technique there. Talk about how you did that.
Yeah, those are kind of just black plates with tiles overlapping each other on them, so they're not completely on the base plate, and it just looks kind of like shingles. And pretty simple technique, but it looks good in the end.
And your chimney on the back there has really nice detailed rock work and stuff. A lot of almost greebling there on the chimney.
Yeah, that took a long time, but I think it looked really good in the end. I had to make it, because the building kind of goes out the further up it goes, I had to make the chimney curve with it, and that was pretty tough, but I like it.
Okay, yeah, great job. So coming back to Micah here, so as you guys kind of plan this, how'd that whole planning collaborative process work?
So we met like each other at Bricks Cascade last year and decided to build a village together. And then we sort of created like some like online chat rooms to like figure out like some planning, and like that's where I posted the map that I made. And then we just like posted like work in progress pictures to like so that we could get it, all of the styles to like match up, and like especially over on the creek over there, because like Timothy built most of that and then Jake built part of it too, so they had to get the landscape to match up perfectly. And then we got here and Cole had kind of slacked off and hadn't really done very much, so he built the entire church here 2 days ago. And then we all just like made like a bunch of trees and like threw them on as we went, and like connected all of the roads to each other, because we had like dropped them all off like a little ways away from the edges. And like Timothy and I had both like textured our sections pretty heavily, and we had Jake, who had all of the things in the middle, not do that as much, so that we could get it all to like match up and look like blend seamlessly together. And then we just all sort of like brought our stuff and like put it on and like moved it around. Like this building was originally over where the foresty area with the Bigfoot in it is now. So
yeah, you kind of make it work as you go. So here at BrickCon was the first time all four of you had set your stuff up together to see what it would actually look like all together.
yeah, we hadn't even been like in the same place like at all since Bricks Cascade, so we just sort of like all brought it here, and like we all made a bunch of minifigures and then just like put them on and like lay them out so that like it all just looked natural.
Well, I think the whole thing turned out great, and you four all did a great job collaborating on this. It's really impressive what you were able to come together and do here, so I appreciate you talking with me about it, and thanks for bringing it to the show.
Yeah.